Well, hello everybody. It's Ian. Welcome to my shed. You know, my last video, and I've learned this time, picked up I've got, see, there we are, I've learned. So I'm going to clean this up tonight. And I got a few cleaning implements down here. You know, I've got some wire brushes, I've got my degreaser, I've got my blowgun. That's got some hot water in, soap, and some, you might as well call it like a caustic soda, degreasing agent as well. I'm also going to clean this screw guard up, and that got me thinking, because there's an hole in either end, and when I took that off I only took one screw out. So I'll get to that in a minute. I'll clean this up first. That should be interesting. I've got a compressor full of air. That's like what's on your head. So let's get this cleaned up. I'll take you over to the mill and show you a tidgy little problem I'm going to have to overcome. Well, it's not difficult. You're just gonna, well, I'm going to have to separate this first of all. I'll do that. I'll get my drill and I'll take it off. Simple. Do a whole spray with degreasing agent. Look at that, lovely. Give it a good brushing. Woo! Wow. Okay, well, it's as easy as that. We've got that clean a little. I'll clean up a little bit more off camera. The screw come up nicely. There's where the set screw has been hitting the shaft. There's a little burr, so I'll stone that off. Quite pleased with that. Very little wear on that. I was on fast forward, so you wouldn't have seen me go ow, and that's because, see if we can show you this. There's a tiny raised bit of the thread there. It's quite sharp. On the other side it was the same. It might show up as being a little bit brighter. That's because that snapped off. So there's a little bit of wear there. That's a nice piece of gunmetal, or phosphor bronze as I think they call it. I'm going to, for the hell of it, I'm going to polish that up. However, as I said, I've got a hole at this end and have a hole at this end. But I only took one screw out. Let's go over to the mill. As you can see, I've taken all the paint off the front. I just don't like this shitty blue colour. I don't like the shitty green colour either. It's got to be grey, I think. Well, function over form, as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't matter how pretty it looks, as long as it does the job. I don't want it looking tatty, but I can fix that in the future. I want to get this mill up and running. As I said, this guard, okay, screw guard. Well, I took a screw out the back and it came off. I didn't take a screw out the front. And by the way, you cannot reverse it. It only goes on one way. The screw I took out, a tiny little thing. Well, mind you, I've got hands as big as spades. Tiny little screw. It's only 3, maybe 4 mil across. It won't focus. But as you can see, it's been snapped off. I ain't too sure how to get that out. Anything else, I'd run an angle grinder straight across the top, put a screwdriver in, take it off. I don't want to do that with this, so go on, let's come along on the ride with me. Let's see how we get this done. Right, okay. I'm not really sure how to do this. But, I've got a pack of drill bits out, and I have picked the smallest drill bit I can find. I'm going to centre pop this ever so slightly, because I don't want to I don't want to spread it apart, but I don't want the drill bit to skate all over the place. So a very, very tiny that. Right. There we get the drill bit. I don't think we need any hello, darling. Oh, this had never spoke to me. I was just about to do something, and just because you spoke, I said hello, took the attention off something, and I bent my drill bit. Never mind. Okay. This is what happens. Well, damn. Well, I can't really blame my daughter, can I? You know, it's me. I should have been paying attention. But there we are, the only drill bit I've got. And I bent it. Then again, that tells you it's a shit drill bit, doesn't it? We shall overcome. Well, I've moved up to the next size drill, well, the only drill bit I've got. So, without my daughter coming in and saying hello, Dad. And this one's a little bit bigger. This Mark 1 eyeball, and nothing de nada. Plan B. Okay, plan B, new drill bit, and with no daughter in the way, hopefully we will get a little bit further. Whoa, what happened there? What happened there was something strange. So let me move the camera and have a look. Okay, well, what happened there, rather than drill into it, it actually screwed it straight through the hole. So, well, that made my life a hell of a lot easier. Sometimes you just let lucky, I guess. So I got, pardon the expression, I've got a nice clean hole. Right, that makes things look just a little easier. Man, yeah, I've still got to find another one of them. Having said that, I've never thrown a screw away in my life. So I've got tubs and tubs and tubs. So I'll find one, no doubts whatsoever. Let's go back. Kinda didn't go as planned, but worked out in the end. I can't blame my daughter, can I? I can only blame myself. Listen, rule number one. You're working on machinery, no matter how small. You pay attention. Try to ignore distractions. But hey, how can you ignore your daughter? So, my fault. Oh, don't say about that. My fault. But there's many people like that who's also saying, you know, my fault. And even people like that saying, my fault, no one else's fault. I've made phosphor bronze block as nicely. I'm just gonna get some oil in there and righty tighty, lefty loosey, but this is ours about tit, so it's that way. It's actually lefty tighty, strange as it may sound. Okay, that's Ian, in shed for tonight. We're getting closer to the build. See you soon. Well, I mean, that wasn't the only moments in attention I had tonight. You know, I've been using this to clean up a few things. I let that get caught in me. It didn't hurt really, not a lot, just a little. I can still count to 5. Remember, just take care of what you're doing. Ian in the shed, out.